Are you thinking about making a move to Boerne, Texas? If so, you definitely want to stick around for this video. We are going to be telling you the top 10 reasons why you should not move to Boerne, Texas. Let's dive in right now. If this is your first time to our channel and you would like to know everything there is to know about living in San Antonio and its surrounding areas, like Boerne, make sure you subscribe or tap the bell for notifications to ensure that you're one of the first to be notified when we bring you new market updates. My name is Katie Powers.
And my name is Steven Garza.
And we get phone calls, emails, and texts from people just like you every single day who are looking to make a move into the area. Whether you're 6 days or 6 months away from making that transition, we would absolutely love to hear from you. All of our information is listed right below, and Steve and I would be honored to be your realtors of choice. Now let's dive into the top 10 reasons why you should not move to Boerne, Texas. Number 1, don't move to Boerne, Texas if you like a fast-paced urban living. Now this town is right outside of San Antonio, about 15 to 20 minutes north of San Antonio, but it is a very small town feel. Everybody moves at a much slower pace than the downtown city, especially if you're accustomed to a large metro area like LA or DC or New York City. It's nowhere near that. This is a small town, small feel, slow pace.
All right, number 2, don't move to Boerne if you can't handle local events taking over the small town. Now, me being from Boerne, I'm familiar with this, right? I was one of those kids running around the town square. Boerne does have a town square right off Main Street, which Katie will show you. Yes, so on weekends, they do have farmers markets. We have Burgess Fest. We have all kinds of festivals throughout the year that essentially shut down the downtown part of Boerne. So you do gotta learn the back roads. There are back roads all the way around the town. Not really that big. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, living in that small town, you got the community coming together and yeah, they take over downtown.
They do lots of events, lots of kid-related downtown. So if that kind of stuff annoys you, probably not the best small town to be moving to. All right, number 3, don't move to Boerne, Texas if you like late night living or if you like a nightlife. So I laugh when I say this because it's very real. Steve and I mean, he's from Boerne. He knows this. As a teenager, there was nowhere to party. There's no clubbing. There's no nightlife. And truly, all the businesses downtown Boerne close up shop at 9 o'clock. So if you like going out and grabbing drinks and watching a football game that lasts till 11, you're not going to do it in Boerne. You're going to have to go into San Antonio, the Rim, somewhere else where the bars and the restaurants stay open past 9 o'clock. So something to think about if you want to do late night living. That is not an activity that Boerne offers.
It is what it is. That's just a small town. You got San Antonio though. Number 4, don't move to Boerne if you're not a fan of old town architecture or history. Boerne is a German town, and so with that you do get a lot of that history of the hill country, the starting of Boerne right north of San Antonio, and so you get a lot of that architecture. There's a beautiful Catholic church right off Main Street that you can visit. Lots of people visit it. It's just got a bunch of history and a bunch of, architectural culture from that period of starting Boerne and to today.
And the courthouse is one of the oldest courthouses in the state of Texas. So super cute. If you do drive around to all of the small towns like Blanco, Kerrville, every small town has an older courthouse, but Boerne's is one of the first ever in the state of Texas. So really cute, great history. And again, everything's very family oriented and driven around that. So lots of great history and culture there in Boerne. Number 5, don't move to Boerne, Texas if you like fast commutes to everywhere. All right, guys, this is not a fast-paced town. This is a very slow-paced town. You might see a golf cart on Main Street.
That'd be rare, but
might see one around. People are driving a little slower. You're not right off the freeway while the town is situated off of I-10, which is a fast freeway. It's going to take you some time to get out of Boerne. So I'm not talking 30 minutes. I'm talking it's going to take you 20 minutes to really get anywhere outside of Boerne. So if you want to get into North San Antonio and you are located in Boerne or downtown Boerne, it's going to take you 20 minutes. So you just want to give yourself some time. If you want stuff that is 10 to 15 minutes away from you in terms of hospitals, doctors' offices,
big corporate buildings,
big chain restaurants, that type of stuff, you're going to drive 20 minutes. So if you want things that are within 5 minutes from you, Boerne might not be it.
I'm very familiar with this. As a teenager, a boy with a foot that loves the gas pedal, I was getting pulled over all the time. And that's just, that's slow-paced life, right? You got the stoplights, you got the stop signs everywhere. It's not a fast pace. It isn't. It's not that kind of town.
Small town, small roads, slow speed limits. So you just want to keep that in mind because Boerne and Fair Oaks police will get you.
They don't mess around.
They're looking for you.
Mm-hmm.
So slower pace.
Number 6, don't move to Boerne if you want lower home prices. That is a fact.
Yeah.
The dollar per square foot for a home in Boerne, it's just higher. It just is what it is. It's more sought after area. Could that change in 20, 30, 50 years? Possibly. But today, 2025, end of 2025, Boerne's just more expensive. Just the north side of San Antonio on up to Boerne, expensive. A higher dollar per square than San Antonio, traditional San Antonio. So yeah, house prices just a little bit more up there.
Well, and there's a lot of reasons that drive that price up there. So Boerne is beautiful. It's in the hill country. So typically your views are prettier, which drives the price up, right? Anything that has a view is going to be a higher price tag. But there's also the school district, which is very sought after. It is one of the top school districts in the San Antonio area, but more importantly, in the state of Texas. So it is ranked very high, which has driven a lot of families into the town, which is causing the home prices and taxes to go higher, right? It's simple supply and demand.
It's the golden rule in real estate, right? Location, location, location. Boerne has the location and everybody wants to be there, so cost of real estate goes up.
Yep, so you can expect to be spending on the low end $500,000 and on the high end, well, it's just gonna be $1 million plus for the Boerne area. So something to think on. Really their sweet spot is like $650,000 to $750,000 is that sweet spot for home prices for Boerne, whereas your average price for San Antonio is like $375,000 to $425,000. So big difference for that area, but if you love it, it's worth it.
Well,
right?
And there are some subdivisions out there like Corley Farms that, not as expensive where, if you're on that tighter budget, it's something we could consider, give us a shout, let's talk it over and, see if we can get you there.
Budget's $275,000, I can't help you in Boerne. I can get you something in San Antonio, but I can't get you anything in Boerne. So just that food for thought. If your budget is not $500K plus, Boerne might not be it. Number 7, don't move to Boerne if you are not a fan of outdoor living or outdoor activities. Boerne is in the beautiful hill country of Texas, and there are lots of outdoor activities. So as we mentioned earlier, there's a lot of festivals and town things to do, but there's also a lot of trails, hiking trails, and outdoor things to hang out, fishing, paintballing. Paintballing's a big one. That was a big thing when he was a kid. But there's just a lot of ATVs, outdoor activities that you can do in Boerne, and people love to be outside in the Boerne area.
Yeah, you get to take advantage of the hill country, right? With the hill country, you got terrain, and with terrain, you can have fun with your ATVs and your dirt bikes or hiking. I love hiking out there. And let's not mention the weather's naturally cooler out there too.
It is a little cooler in Boerne as opposed to in San Antonio. I also attribute that some to less concrete, less asphalt everywhere. But no, typically in the hill country, it's about 5 to 10 degrees cooler than in San Antonio and the parts that are more flat. So that's a bonus too.
Outdoor living, I love it. That was me. Number 8, don't move to Boerne if you need or want major retail minutes away. Yeah, unfortunately, Boerne is small town. So your Target isn't out there, your Walmart, they're close. Like Katie mentioned, driving into San Antonio, they're on the north side of San Antonio, and Boerne's 15, 20 minutes outside, depending on where you're at, possibly further if you're on North Boerne. But yeah, the major retail is it's not out there. It's not really Boerne's vibe. It's right, 15, 20 minutes away. So
yeah, I mean, you have a Walmart and you have an HEB, but you do not have Target, TJ Maxx, any of that type of shopping that you want to do is going to be in North San Antonio area. So just not a big deal, but just so you know, Boerne is very similar to some other small towns like Garden Ridge, where they are working to keep it small. They do not want it to grow big. They don't want to turn into a big city. They want to be a small town. So they are purposefully keeping out major retailers from being in the city.
They did get a Home Depot. Me and my dad were very excited about that one. I mean, not having to drive 30 minutes to get some parts for the house. Man, that was nice. But yeah, just not the major retailers like you see in San Antonio with the big shopping centers. That's not the vibe of Boerne.
15, 20 minutes away and you've got everything you could possibly want. Number 9, don't move to Boerne, Texas if you want some major chain restaurants. This one kind of piggybacks off the last one, right? It is a drive. This town wants to be small. And in some cases, there are a lot of things that are trying to come into Boerne, and Boerne is putting it to a vote and they're losing, right? You've heard anything about Buc-ee's and the craze that Texas has about their Buc-ee's gas station and convenience store. They're trying to put one in Boerne and it keeps getting stopped every time it gets voted on. So the town wants to be small. You don't have a lot of chain restaurants, even fast food restaurants. You just don't have. Like, they just got a Chick-fil-A, but it's not in Boerne proper. It's further south, closer to Leon Springs. So they just aren't allowing any big names. So if you want all of those big restaurants, and I'm just naming like off the top of my head, like if you're wanting a Chili's.
No, Chili's is out there now.
They have a Chili's, but it's North Boerne. Mm-hmm. It's not near downtown.
It's all off the
So yeah, I mean, if you want stuff that's down the road, like Steve and I can go to any chain restaurant within 5 minutes of our house. You don't have that in Boerne. You have the mom and pop. There are nothing chain downtown. The downtown is so cute. But again, those restaurants close at 9 o'clock. So, for us, when we go to watch a football game, there's no way we could go watch it in Boerne. We would have to come into San Antonio to watch it at a restaurant that's open till 11 or midnight.
So I'll give you a little history. In high school, I graduated in 1998. There was no McDonald's. Boerne would not allow the height of the sign. It was a big deal. All the kids wanted it out there. And we never got, there's a McDonald's now. So Boerne's really progressed over the years, since 98 when I was there, right? Now we got the Chili's, the Home Depots, the McDonald's. So it's progressing. The Buc-ee's is coming. They just approved it, actually. Or they approved some aspect of it. So there's been an ongoing battle for sure.
Getting approved, and then construction stops, and then there's a whole nother vote. Yes. And so it's been like a tug of war for this Buc-ee.
So Boerne's growing. They're progressing. That should be a good word. They're very progressive. The new city council sees the growth as a positive thing versus when I was in high school, where the old city council was like, no McDonald's.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's coming slowly, but Boerne does like that small town vibe, and I love it too when we're out there.
Yeah, it's just what are you, I mean, that's the whole point of this video, right? It's just to help you gauge of whether it works for you or doesn't work for you.
All right, number 10. Don't move to Boerne if you're not into tight-knit, family-oriented communities or community, right? You go to the local HEB or the local Walmart, you are bound to run into somebody you know. Katie and I go to our local HEB and we might run into somebody from our bowling league that happens to be in the same area. But short of that, we don't ever run into anybody. We barely ever see a client there, and we put clients in our area all the time.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just there's so many HEBs though. But yeah, Boerne is just that family-oriented, like the events that they do on weekends where they shut down the downtown. It's just, it's a beautiful thing if you're into the community and the family life.
Well, and even a lot of the neighborhoods. So if you guys have seen our videos on Esperanza, that's a beautiful neighborhood inside Boerne. And they even have like an event planner for Esperanza that puts on family events in the neighborhood. So it's not just the city as a whole, even the individual neighborhoods and communities within Boerne put on a lot of family activities. So it's just a family-oriented city. I don't know exactly what it was voted on, but it's voted year after year as one of like the top 10 cities to live in if you have a family. So that's something to think on. The crime rate is low. There's just a lot of positives for Boerne, and because of that, they really, really hone in on that family-friendly, family-oriented community.
It is a wonderful place to raise a family. I'm a product of it. I love it. My brother's out there raising his family. It's a great community. I live there.
It is. All right, guys, that's our top 10. We have gone over all of the reasons why you shouldn't move to Boerne, but really it's a gorgeous place and you can't go wrong with Boerne. So as you could tell, every one of our don't is mostly a positive. The only thing I will say on the true negative is you're off of I-10, and I-10 is a interstate. It goes from California to Florida, and in the meantime passes through Boerne and San Antonio. So there's a lot of construction in San Antonio on that I-10 freeway. So the traffic can get crazy if you're trying to come into San Antonio as like a daily commuter. It's a really great town if you either do like a hybrid work schedule where you work from home a few days and go into the office a couple days, or you work from home, because then you don't have to deal with the traffic of I-10 as much. But overall, gorgeous town, a great place to raise your kids. I think that's all we got for you.
That is all we got for you. I mean, I could probably think of 1,000 more
We could go on and on. It's just a beautiful, beautiful town. If you guys have any other questions about Boerne and trying to decide if it's the right town for you and your family, drop us a comment, or more importantly, call us, text us. All of our information is listed below. These are our cell phone numbers. We do answer. We're real people. So if you have any questions about the area, that's what we're here for, guys. We're here to help you, and we would love and be honored to help you find your next home in Boerne, Texas, or anywhere in San Antonio's surrounding areas. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we will see you on the next one.